there, Laura Cook here, and today we are continuing the series around making more money without the stress of more clients or sacrificing more precious family time. Because I have decided that November is the month, the perfect time for us to focus on charging your worth and increasing your prices before we move into the new year. So today I really want to talk about the three biggest mistakes I see people making and why we're so afraid to raise our prices. And that ultimately leads us into a place where we have to work even harder by bringing in more new clients into our business rather than focusing on the simple task of just increasing our prices. Now, I really do get this, and it seriously took me burning out and realizing that I was actually earning below minimum wage really early on in my business to learn this big lesson. And I really don't want that for you. I want you to be able to learn some of these lessons and be able to take some quicker steps and avoid these mistakes so that your life is much easier and much less stressful. So let's dive in. So the very first mistake that I see cropping up time and time again is that you really want to keep your rates low because you want to help everybody, like literally everybody. And I see this appear particularly with people who work in the health and wellness industry, and especially those people who work with animals. Now, it's such a natural desire that we have that we want to support and help everyone, especially when we're helping people out of pain and out of suffering. And it can feel really, really difficult and really out of alignment with who we are and go against our values, just simply even charging, let alone increasing our prices, because we can feel that that work is really sacred and it's a basic human right to not suffer and feel unwell or be in pain. And so it can seem deeply unfair, mean, maybe we feel a bit cruel, and maybe even to some degree it feels immoral to charge and not allow to charge more, which restricts whether some people can actually afford to pay your prices. Now, if this is you, it's really, really simple to be able to diagnose if this is a key problem and a mistake that's happening in your business. And because you've probably been worrying about this right from the offset, right from the point you started out in business. And you'll simply feel that there are just far too many people that need your help, and you just can never feel like you're going to be able to help everybody. Now, firstly, I want you to really acknowledge that. So I want you to acknowledge that trying to serve everybody is frankly impossible. You only have so much time. Everybody only has 24 hours in the day, and whilst you could use all of that time to completely help other people constantly, you will very, very quickly burn out. And you massively risk making yourself seriously unwell over sacrificing your time, the time that you could spend with your loved ones and your family. And you're constantly going to feel stressed about money because you're going to be so busy and never quite making enough because you're not charging enough to those clients that you do have. Now, secondly, I want to take a look at what opportunities actually increasing your prices can bring into your business and how it can help you to serve more and more people. Because when you raise your prices, it really does bring this sense of freedom into your life, and it allows you to reach your own income goals in a way that you don't need lots and lots of clients. And so that is a lot less stressful, and it means that it frees you up. It frees you up personally to be less stressed and less anxious, but it means that you have a lot more, you'll have the ability to have more free time to either spend time with your loved ones, but for somebody who's so passionate about helping others, more importantly, you're going to have time available to do a couple of things differently in your business. So firstly, you could develop new products and group services that are able to support more people collectively at a lower price point in a less expensive way that isn't so time intensive as the way you help people now. You may be able to offer pro bono work, so offering free time to those people that genuinely just cannot afford to work with you and dedicating a couple of hours each and every month to do that. Maybe you look at developing some sort of training or online work or writing even a book so that people can actually start to self-educate and they can learn and make transformational progress without you physically being there. So I realize it's not the same as you doing hands-on work, but there are still ways that you can help more and more people in a different capacity. So if you have a big desire to help a lot more people, but you're struggling to find the time and you're consistently feeling stressed about money, I promise you that increasing your prices and looking at how you can layer in different priced services could be a perfect next step for you. Now, it may not feel like it right now, but I promise you, money is the fuel that is going to allow you to be able to serve more people. So the more comfortable you can become with money and allowing it into your life, the more it's going to be useful for you and help you to achieve your bigger mission in life. Now, if this is sounding really familiar to you, maybe this mistake, maybe the few other mistakes we're going to come on to in just a moment, and increasing your prices is really on your mind right now, then do check out the free pricing workshop that I have coming up, where I'm going to walk you through how to add £10,000 to your business without the stress of taking on more clients and without sacrificing even more precious family time, because I really am so passionate about this and I cannot wait to support you with this. Now, let's dive into the second mistake. Now, the second thing, most common thing I see people struggling with is that they believe that people won't be able to afford their services and their products if they put their prices up. And that if people can't afford it, then they're going to lose all their clients. And if they lose all their clients, they're going to lose all of their income. And so it's this kind of scarcity fear mindset that really sets in. And just this week, I had an absolutely amazing example of this. It popped into my inbox. Now, for those of you who know me, you know that I love horse riding. And I love going out in the countryside and going out for long hikes and treks. Yet in my local area where I live, there are a lot of riding stables where you can have lessons and basically go around and around in the arena and learn how to ride technically better. But I personally prefer to travel what is a fair distance, maybe an hour, 2 hours away, to really get into the countryside and just be able to get out there and enjoy the environment with the horses. Now, one of the stables I love to go to has recently just increased their prices, and they emailed me literally just in the last few days to let me know that their prices have gone up. But they also tell me that it's the first time their prices have gone up in 4 years. Now, when I read the message, it was very clear that they were apologising for this, that they've held off for as long as possible, as long as they could, because they really didn't want to pass on that price increase to me as the customer. And that, to me, left me feeling quite sad. It left me feeling like this business, this riding stables, has been struggling financially. And I desperately hate for them to go out of business because I absolutely love riding with them. And they have been struggling financially. They have resisted putting their prices up because they're afraid that their clients aren't going to return, that it's going to be too much for people if the prices go up. But the reality is the prices have probably gone up like just £1. So every time I ride, it's only just £1 more, and it's not actually a significant amount of money for me to be able to pay that. Especially for a place that I absolutely love riding. I know they treat and look after the horses very well. They're extremely well trained. It's beautiful and amazing countryside. They're very well organised. I would more than happily have been paying over the last couple of years that little bit more each time. And what would concern me more is if they didn't do that and they ultimately went out of business, because then I wouldn't even be able to participate in that, in something that I truly love and really, really value. And that is exactly what happened to my local garage. Now, it may seem really strange to you, but I used to love taking my car to this garage to get its service done and its MOT done. And I think for me, being a woman, being a blonde woman, you don't want to go to a car garage where it's very macho and you feel like you can't ask questions and they treat you like a girl who just doesn't know what's going on. And this place didn't do that. The guys were really more than happy to entertain my really, to be honest, stupid questions. For example, once I took the car in, I was like, it needs a new light bulb. I can't turn the light on, which is in the boot. It's stopped working. And they kind of came back to me and was like, Laura, you've just got to flick the light switch on. And, I just felt so comfortable being able to ask these kind of questions, like, can you help me change the oil? Some really, really basic things that, I just didn't know how to do, or I just needed a man to do, because this was before I met my partner, certainly. And I had no idea this garage was struggling financially. I had absolutely no idea. I took my car there for about 6-7 years in a row, and it was great. They just sorted everything out. It was totally effortless. And it wasn't until they actually closed down and I found out they'd been struggling for a really long time financially and took my car to a different garage that I realised how much they'd undercharged me. And this other garage charged me 40% more than what the garage I had loved taking my car to did. And you know what? Again, I would have more than happily paid this extra amount of money to that garage, because the service was fabulous. They looked after my car, and I just felt welcome and respected when I took my car there. So in both of these scenarios, I'm sure you can see that I happily would have paid more for those exact same services. I didn't need them to deliver more. I didn't need anything more to happen. I was very comfortable paying a little bit more to get exactly what I got. And I'm sure you have the exact same feeling about certain products and certain services that you use in your everyday life and things that you do regularly. So as a customer, it can be quite easy for us to see and accept and feel really comfortable with price increases, particularly when we're paying for things that are important to us and make a difference in our lives. Yet, when it comes to us increasing our prices in our own businesses, we often start to worry about the worst thing that's going to happen. We're convinced our clients are going to say no, and they're going to be unhappy, and we're going to be disgruntled, and they're going to complain, and they're going to go somewhere else, and they're just going to leave us all together. And the reason we really put a lot of fear and catastrophize the situation is because pricing is so wrapped up in our sense of self-worth. And we start to lose sight with the value that we bring because it's so easy for us. It's so effortless for us to do what we do, and we so naturally want to support and help each other and nurture that we often ourselves don't value enough what we do and what we bring to the table. And we're so afraid of people rejecting us. We take it very, very personally instead of accepting that this is our business and it's the price, potentially the price they're rejecting, and they're not rejecting us. Now, absolutely, there is certainly a small risk that you're going to lose some customers if you increase your prices. Those people that genuinely can't afford you, but I promise you they'll be in the minority. And even if you lost 10% of your customers, you would more than make up for that income by increasing your prices 10% with your current customers who do stay with you. So it isn't as big of a deal as you first might think, and as your mind may lead you to believe. So let's move on to mistake number 3, which really is around assuming that if you charge more, you need to deliver so much more. You need to throw in everything, including the kitchen sink, into the product and the service that you deliver for your clients. And if you're somebody who already has a habit of over-delivering, then this assumption can really prevent you from raising your prices ever, like seriously ever. Because what will happen is you become really, really worried that you're not able to deliver all the bells and whistles that you feel you need to offer in order to bribe your customers to pay higher prices. And then ultimately feel we need to give and give some more, because we really want people to like us, and we want people to really take this transformation and really make that difference in their own lives. But frankly, by being so generous, it's exhausting. It completely wears us out. And it's not surprising that it leads us to a point of self-sabotaging ourselves and our business by not raising our prices. So here's the thing. Your work is absolutely good enough on its own, without you spending huge amounts of time, doubling the time you work, completely burning out, and leaving you feel really, really resentful towards your clients. Your work is really good, and it's good enough for you to be able to charge more money. Plus, it is totally safe for you to earn more than you need, and it's really safe for you to earn and make a profit in your business. And if that is something that feels difficult to you, then just repeat that to yourself. Say that it is safe for me to earn more money, and it is safe for me to make a profit in my business. Now, if you are considering a significant and a much larger price increase where you really do believe you need to offer more value and it's a warranted thing to be able to deliver more to your client because the price increase is so significantly more, then we need to focus on specific things, specific ways of adding value and adding irresistible bonuses to what you deliver to your clients. And you need to think about things that don't make you feel resentful or taken advantage of, the things that don't really eat up your profit margin, so they don't cost you more or cost everything extra that you're charging your clients. And you don't want to take these things to take up a huge proportion amount of your time and your energy because it's just simply not worth it. And whatever it is extra that you choose to deliver, it still needs to offer your clients amazing results. So, for example, if you're a coach or you're providing services to your clients, you really don't ever want to be offering unlimited coaching, email coaching, or unlimited email support because it becomes a real pain in the ass, and it really doesn't help your clients to become self-reliant, and it really blurs the boundaries of what's acceptable and how much time you're able to dedicate to that client. And I would highly recommend you do not offer face-to-face or one-to-one time with your clients as a bonus unless they are paying serious VIP premium prices. Okay, so they are the top 3 mistakes that I see coming up time and time again when people are starting to look at raising their prices. So they are, again, that the mistake number 1, that you want to keep your rates low because you want to help everybody. Mistake number 2, you believe that people won't be able to afford it, that you'll lose all your clients and you'll lose all your income if you raise the rates. And mistake number 3 is that you assume that if you charge more money, you're going to have to give a whole load more time, energy, and value to your clients, and it's going to frankly be exhausting. Now, if you've loved today's conversation, then be sure to check out my free pricing workshop where I am going to show you how to add 10K to your business without needing more clients and without the stress of giving up more precious family time. All you need to do is sign up using the link above this video, and I really cannot wait to support you to earn more money in your business with less stress and without giving up so much more of your time. This really is a much quicker and faster way to bring more money into your business than trying to hustle and bite tooth and nail to bring more new clients into your business. So be sure to sign up for the workshop, and until next time, have a great week. And next time what we're going to do is we are going to focus on how we can give you a 10% pay rise today. So if that is interesting, then stay tuned because that is going to come later this week. So until then, have a great time and catch you later. Bye.